I'm going to do a fast demonstration of the Sculpting Trio. I'm not a makeup girl, so it will be fast and probably a little sloppy. It's awesome. It comes in 3 shades. I'm a light shade, and if you can see that, it gives you the instructions on how to do it as well. And one's a cream, one's a powder, and actually 2 are powders. So, and it comes with full-on instructions. So this was pretty scary to me. Certainly, I've never put on this much makeup before, but I did it once before, and I think I misplaced some of the contouring because I'm practicing, and it was actually really fast. So I do want to let you know I started with just a foundation, our liquid foundation, our Mineral Touch liquid foundation. This is Velour. Is on right now. It kind of dries like a powder finish and goes on really easily. I just use my hands to put it on because I'm lazy. And without further ado, I'm going to apply the Sculpting Trio with the blusher brush. Because that's what I have. So use whatever you have that you think will work. To do the first step, I did notice last time, which is the dark color, because it's a cream, I would actually push the kind of brush together to really be able to get some of the cream on there, because it is like a powder brush. And I didn't order the contouring brush specifically because I try to minimalize. So I actually just pushed it together with my fingers to get some of that. I'm going to pull these instructions up because I can't do it without those, and hopefully you can see everything. The dark shade, usually I have to do it a few times to kind of get it on there, and I go really light at first because I'm a little bit nervous. And so you go on the top right here. You can already see a little bit of dark color right there. My dreads are all crazy. Hope that's okay with all of you. Not that I care, no offense. So yeah, just kind of right around the brow line, as they say. And I'll blend it after. And then you also do this along the sides of your nose. So again, I pinch it to make it a little thinner. It looks a little dark now, but it'll be better once it's blended. You can see how that kind of thins out my nose. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this. I in some ways feel like it's a little bit controversial, like we're putting Photoshop on our nose, and sometimes I'm like, well, you know what? It's kind of nice to have some highlight and contour. I kind of like it. So then you're going to basically go from the edge of your mouth up to your ear. And this is essentially, you can already see the difference. It's basically giving me that kind of cheekbone, nice hollow cheekbone look. Looks a little dark right now because it's not blended, but you can see the difference. It's pretty big. And then lastly, I'm going to take it and go right under here, kind of hollowing out that where we sometimes have a little bit of double chin. Happens to the best of us, especially when you're not at that perfect angle for pictures. So yeah, just do a little bit right there. You can see it kind of just lightens up or darkens up that area, so it lightens it when you look at it, so I don't look, excuse the dogs, neighbor dogs. And some people will pull it down a little bit too. And then they do a little bit right here, the bottom of the lip, and I say they meaning the picture. Enough! It's not even my dog. My dog's here playing well. So you can see there's sort of this darker spots, not blended, looks a little bit crazy right now. You can see my flush coming through because I'm doing a video and I don't love doing videos. Okay, so next step is the highlight powder. So because, again, I'm a cheapo, I'm using the same brush, I literally just wipe it off and do the highlight powder with it wiped off. I don't find that it has any issue. I've only done it a couple times. With the contouring, I've only done it once and it seemed fine. So that's the middle one, and that's a powder. So you're going to take it and you're going to go like right in the middle here. And then right above your eyebrows right here. Kind of lightening those areas, just on the corners. Oops. And then you go down your nose, and I kind of thin it a little bit for that too. So you can see my nose kind of looks like, it's all fancy. My nose is fancy. And then you go under your eyes. So I kind of go like this. It's gonna lighten those areas under your eyes. And then the heavy dew right on top of your lip right here. And then under here. So kind of in between where you did those other two dark spots. So you can already see like that difference if you look at one side versus the other. I have that lighter part right here. It really helps to accentuate the dark, which again I'm gonna blend. And then lastly, right here, which I get a little red right there, so I kind of like doing that anyway. Alright, so you can already see there's like a huge difference, and I haven't even blended. The last step they have you do with your fingers. So I just take a finger, this one almost looks like it has a shimmer. I don't know if my camera can focus on it, but it's got like a little bit of a shimmer. And it just has you do like a little dot down your nose. Little dots. Well, it shows a line. I'm doing dots. Oh yeah, it adds like a little shimmer. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Kind of lightens it up a little bit. And then it has you do right here, which I usually add a little eyeshadow there anyway, like a little sparkly. But I kind of like it. It's a good base foundation. And then a little bit here, which will look different once I have color on my lips and it's blended. And then lastly, actually not lastly, but then like right here. So kind of like from not quite middle but a little outside on your cheekbone going out. Just lightens it up and adds like a little bit of a sparkle. I think you can see the difference between the two in the light. It kind of adds like a shimmer. You can even go a little bit closer. I guess, so that's me. I dotted it over here and I just put a line there. I guess once I blend it, it'll look the same. I just felt like because it's a cream that I should dot it, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And then lastly, on the insides of your eyes, which I tend to do that with a shadow anyway, with whatever color scheme I'm going to be doing. It does add a nice little shimmer. So that's literally all of the contour. That's all it takes. I probably even made it seem more complicated than it needs to be. So I'm literally going to wipe off my brush a little bit here, but I'm just going to do a little bit of blending. I'm not a makeup girl, so you might have better tips on how to blend, and I would love your suggestions down below. But you can already see that that looks a lot better, just even a little bit blended. I'm finding I don't even need to blend this as much as I thought. This dark area, I thought they'd look a lot darker. And right here is where I'll need to blend. And you can see it doesn't look like I put on all this dark stuff, even with my pink flush right here. So when you blend, it really does make a huge difference.